All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. And the elect begins with the 144,000. YAHAWAH, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah. BAHASHAM is in the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwa adoption is the Holy Spirit. I'm the brother Ww3 with the gym at Chicago, camp out here in Chicago, come back at you with another lesson. And Lord, and I hope this lesson be edifying to the hopeful righteous elect, the ones of the household of faith. Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying, to whoever, to the flock. But I'm just simply entitled to this lesson, World War III is inevitable, which is the true war to end all wars. Because what we know, that after this war, it's not going to be any more war anymore, But ultimately, World War III is inevitable. You have different, articles, that you read about. You had Russia, in America's backyard not too long ago. What was that station over there in Cuba? You have different military drills, that Russia, China, different countries like that, is doing to get ready for the Third World War. Because these different nukes that they're creating, they're not going to use, just to showcase them. They're going to be, they're going to be used, and that's Bible prophecy. But I'm gonna just start off right here. This is the book of Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Right? It says, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise," because if you go back to the ancient world, how battles or wars used to how they used to happen, by the way of swords, shields. That's how ancient wars were fought. Bows and arrows, different things of that nature. It says, "In garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Right, thermonuclear war. And the Lord has been building this thing up for a long time now. If you go back to what was that, World War I with the creation of the atomic bomb? What was that, the end of World War I with the creation of the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Ever since then, George Bush coined it, the weapons of mass destruction. I believe that was George Bush that coined the weapons of mass destruction. Ultimately these nukes, being created, as the scripture say, the Lord, create the smith that bloweth the coals. Hey, the Lord has been setting this thing up for a long time now. But I'm going to read this again. This book of Isaiah 9:5, it says, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Right, talking about thermonuclear war, And now this is how, America is going to be destroyed. These different countries, these different nations dropping their nukes on America, which is ultimately that lake of fire being America's destruction, But let's continue. This is the book of Revelations 11:14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." Let me actually bring this up real quick. Revelations 11 and I'm probably start up. Revelations 11:13, it says, "In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to Yahawah of heaven." Right, because the destruction that these nukes is going to cause, man, it's going to cause havoc. That great earthquake, because the destruction is going to cause, different tsunamis, and different things like that. Hey, it's going to be hell when these nukes hit this place, which is Babylon the Great. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." Woe means destruction. The second woe talking about World War II. Because the Bible, especially when you read Revelation, talks about, 3 woes. It says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That third woe means what? It's talking about World War III. And it is coming quickly. Like I said before, different news articles that you read, the happenings between, Russia and America, the different, conflicts, Russia being in America's backyard, basically America, if America ultimately try to assist Israel, Russia, it's going to come in, with the whole conflict between Palestine and Israel that's going on right now, Hey, these are different wars and rumors of wars. And I believe that's Matthew's the 24th chapter talks about, you know. But, it's inevitable that World War III is going to start, you know. You have different people, doing different protests and things like that. No war and different things like that. But this is all through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI that's moving these, this thing into effect, As Habakkuk the 2nd chapter says, do it tarry, wait for it, will surely come, it will not tarry. So what? World War III is coming quickly, man. This is the book of Revelation 16:16. It says, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Right, because what we know that YAHAWASHI is what bringing these different troops over there to the valley of YAHAWASHI, which is the Lord's judgment. I'm gonna get that in Joel the 3rd chapter, but the Lord is ultimately escalating this conflict, escalating this war. And like I said before, ultimately World War III is going to be it's escalating to a nuclear war, which is going to result in the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, which means great confusion. You can read about that in Revelations, the 18th chapter, going into America's destruction, by the way of thermonuclear missiles, And this is all, World War III, needs to happen for us to get delivered, But let me get this last one. And if you're an Israelite and that's in this truth, that's, in the know of what's going on, you should be happy about this, man, Because what? We know that with World War III and with the escalation of with nuclear war, what? We know that what? Our salvation is that, just that much closer, This place has to be destroyed for our people to get delivered, because what? America, we're still in captivity under Esau Edom, here in America, which is Babylon the Great. So what? World War III needs to happen for us to get delivered. For Esau to ultimately fall. But this is the book of Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right? The mighty man is talking about these different men of these different armies, in the world, So the Lord is basically what? Putting in their spirit to what? Basically putting these different nations in that war spirit. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, let them come up what? To the valley of YAHAWASHI, which is the Lord's judgment. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong. So basically the Lord is supplying these smaller nations with nuclear capability. Even, what's that, Ezekiel the 38th chapter? How Russia is basically going to be a guard to these different countries, which is what? Just, hey, as the scripture say, man, wars and rumors of wars, but it's no longer going to be a rumor, man. These things are actually going to happen. Russia is going to attack America. China is going to attack America. And like I said before, all this is going to turn nuclear. It says, verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Right? And YAHAWASHI is the one that's orchestrating this, man. It says, verse 12, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of YAHAWASHI, which is what? The Lord's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen around about. And what? World War III is the true war to end all wars. And we know that what? In the midst of World War III, YAHAWASHI is going to make its return. And what? To do battle with these nations. 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. They were afraid, but durst fight, And ultimately, what? At the end of World War III, these nuclear missiles are going to be shot off on the land of America, Babylon the Great, And what? World War III is inevitable, man. Inevitable. I can never say that word right. World War III is inevitable. It needs to happen. It is going to happen. For us, starting with the elect to get delivered, man. So these things are fastly approaching. So call halam YAHAWASHI. So I'm going to end it off right there, man. But Lord, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to end off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Makapadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. Lord, I hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Kwame Yasharala, Abba, Babal, and Shalom.